Is it safe to assume that that provocative hint is related to the cool reception Russia got to its demand that NATO drastically scale back its presence near Russia's borders in Eastern Europe?
Again, I know that they're trying to respond in a way to intimidate the world, but we're not going to allow ourselves to be intimidated, nor will we allow Ukraine to be intimidated into compromising its own security.
Ambassador, a lot of the actions taken by Russia, aggressive actions, as you've, I think, accurately called them, from this provocative hint to the troops on the border, tanks on the border, the cyber attack that just happened on Ukraine, makes me wonder how much of what Russian President Vladimir Putin is doing, how much of what Russia is doing is related to what's happening here in the United States. And I'm not asking you this question to get you into a conversation about politics, but I'm wondering how much does the president standing here at home, the low approval ratings that he has, what's going on, the tussle that's happening in the Senate, with the president's domestic agenda from Build Back Better to voting rights, how much of that do you think is playing into Russia's calculations in terms of how far they can push in terms of these aggressive actions, and questioning whether the United States is at a weak point, so we can do this, or President Biden is at a weak point and therefore distracted and won't follow through on the consequences that you and Jake Sullivan and Secretary of State Blinken have been talking about for weeks?
I can't analyze the motives of President Putin, or what is playing into his calculus for the aggressive stance that he's taken. But the president and this administration has a lot to be proud of. We have exerted our leadership globally. We have exerted our leadership multilaterally. Our leadership in the UN is as strong as it's ever been, and our leadership and our respect around the globe is equally strong. If Putin is calculating that he can pressure the president because of the challenges that the president is working diligently on here in the United States, I think it's a miscalculation, to
Mhm.
be very, very frank with you. It's an extraordinary miscalculation because at this moment in time, we are forging forward aggressively to address the challenges that we're facing here in the United States. We're addressing the COVID pandemic. We're addressing issues related to the economy, and we're pushing back hard to fight for issues related to voting rights. But at the same time, we have not taken our eyes off what is happening internationally and globally, and it does not in any way affect how we will respond to an aggressive action
Mhm.
by the Russians.